Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Let's get started. We are hearing from the school resource officer who stood by in Parkland, Florida, when a gunman opened fire on students, killing 17 people. Scott Peterson says he didn't get it right, but says his inaction was not due to being a coward. Listen.
I live with that. You know, how could I not? I mean, I'm human. I mean, in the perfect world, I would have said, yeah, I know there was a shooter in there. Let me go to the third floor, find this person. You know, if I would have, at the point, if I would have known, I mean, knowing what I know today, I would have been in that building in a heartbeat. I mean, like I said, it was my kids. I mean, it's just I didn't know. And I mean, I rack my brain. I go, why?
Wow. Does his testimony change the way you thought?
You know, I feel bad for this guy, but I hate to say I don't really believe what he's saying. You know, I think it's just an instinctive thing. He heard these shots. He could have went in there to check it out. If you're not going to hear a shot and then be like, I don't think that was a gunshot.
He thought it was fireworks.
He should have went in there and checked it out. After hearing the devastation of what happened, and of course now he's rethinking it months and months and months later. Had he said this the day after, I might have thought, I feel bad for him. I would like to say I would like to run into a building and save kids too, but when you're in that spot, this guy was on the spot. It's tough.
I get it. It was his job, but what was his handgun supposed to do against an AR-15?
I don't know, Sam, and I don't know if I can sit here and Monday morning quarterback the situation because, to be honest, who knows what you end up doing? Some people are very much flight. Some people are fight. And it takes, unfortunately, heightened situations to find out who you are. I don't think a lot of us know who we are.
And I almost feel like that he wasn't trained properly. I don't want to blame him. I want to blame us for failing training these school resource officers properly.
And I mean, training them for what? To deal with an AR-15 with a sidearm? I mean, what would we have rather had? I mean, we just had a teacher that was shot trying to disarm a student. We had an officer that didn't go in and handle it correctly. We just had an officer at a nightclub doing a backflip and letting his gun go off. Like, we're dealing with handguns, and we're putting him in a position to deal with somebody that's got an AR-15. That kid, before he went to go shoot at that school, knew what kind of weapon he was going to use because he knew what kind of damage it did. Unless, when we keep talking about arming people, this is what happens. You don't know how somebody's going to react in a situation. So the idea of just arming the teachers and washing our hands of the situation doesn't work.
All right. Chime in, DBL Nation. We want to hear from you.